If you're somebody in 2026 who works out regularly, who eats healthy foods most of the time, who really takes care of your health and your fitness, unfortunately, you are in the vast minority of individuals in the United States. Because at this moment in time, 74% of Americans are either overweight or clinically obese. And most people are on some form of medications, whether that be for diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, or various other things. So what this actually means, if you're somebody who is out of shape right now, who does want to lose weight and does want to get healthier, it means that the most likely scenario is that the people you spend the most time with are all living lives and practicing habits that aren't going to help you get healthier and lose weight. So that's your coworkers, that's your maybe immediate family even, or significant other, or your friends, or any other people that you spend the most time with. Chances are they're practicing habits that are also unhealthy. And this is something that I talk about with clients all the time, and that you're really going to need to stand up for your own personal values and stand up for what you believe and what you want when it comes to improving your health and losing weight and getting more fit. And not enough people talk about this, but you're going to face resistance probably every single day from these people all around you, who, by the way, are probably amazing people. They mean very well. They might be incredible family members or friends or coworkers, but you're almost certainly going to face resistance every single day that makes it harder to get healthy. Maybe the meals that you and your spouse eat every single night and every single day are just not beneficial for someone who's trying to lose weight, and maybe even making you gain weight. And when you go to work and your coworkers are ordering food or getting fast food every single day for lunch, and they're encouraging you to go with them, or they are getting drinks, you're having after work events with plenty of alcohol, drinks, going out to eat, lunches and dinners with clients or coworkers that you work with. These are all situations and instances that are going to make it harder to lose weight, not easier. And the truth is, you're going to have to be able to tell people no from time to time if you are really serious about losing weight and improving your health. Because if you fold immediately when a friend offers you a drink, or when your spouse says, let's, order food again tonight, or, whatever the case is, the normal habits of the people around you that they encourage you to join them in, if you fold immediately and can't stand up for your new values and your new ways of healthy eating or being more active, you're probably not going to lose the weight you want to lose, or at least you're not going to be able to keep it off if you can't stand up for your own personal values like that. And this is potentially one of the hardest parts about going from really out of shape and unhealthy to really fit and healthy, that you may have these habits and patterns with tons of people in your life right now, like we're talking about family, friends, coworkers, that you've never pushed back on before. And now all of a sudden, after maybe a decade or multiple decades of drinking with friends or coworkers or ordering food all the time, you're now pushing back on those and kind of rejecting those and opting out. And what usually happens is the people around you start to poke fun at you. They either make fun of you for trying to be healthy, or they give you even more pressure by saying, come on, it's just one drink, just 2 drinks. But almost never, and this is crazy to think about, but almost never does that family member or that friend or that coworker say, oh, really, you're not drinking? Good for you. That's awesome. And it's not because they're a bad person. It's not because they want you to fail. It's because of their own insecurities. They might want to improve their health and fitness secretly themselves, but they just don't have the strength in them to start rejecting offers in these social situations, or rejecting the patterns and habits that they've lived for decades with so far. And I want to make it clear, I'm not saying you have to reject offers to go out to eat or hang out with friends or family or coworkers all the time, or that you have to do it forever. There are so many ways to approach this. You can, yes, of course, the obvious thing is you can reject the offer of going out to eat with friends or family or with coworkers, and you can instead bring your own lunch. You can prep a lunch and bring that with you. Another option is you go with them and hang out with them and enjoy their company, but you don't actually eat or drink while you're there. If you brought your own lunch or you already ate, you can do that and then go and still socialize with them. A third option is you can go with them and order something that's healthier or a better option than what you've chosen in the past. So in the past, if you've gotten a burger with fries and 3 drinks, maybe now you still go with them, you enjoy their company, you socialize, but instead of that order, you get a salad with salmon or chicken or steak on the side, and you get 1 drink instead of 3. Or if the resistance is coming from your significant other, you might have to sit down and have a conversation with them very honestly about you really seriously wanting to improve your health. And you might have to say, you know what, like, I know we've been eating a certain way and doing things for decades now, but my health is really in a place that I'm not happy about, and I'd really like to get healthier. I'd really like to get off these medications. I'd really like to be more fit for you and for the family. And I'd like to give myself the best chance at being around and being healthy and living a high quality of life with you and my family for as many years as possible. And what that's going to entail is I'm going to have to start eating a little bit better. So I really hope you can understand that I might be trying to eat differently just to improve my health. And a big part of that is being there for you and the family. So you might have to explain something like that to a significant other or to a parent or to someone in your family. And you can have a similar conversation with friends. True friends will understand that. And like I said before, most people across the board, coworkers, friends, family, significant others even, initially they start to poke fun. Oh, why are you doing that? Or really, you're having a salad, you're a 250-pound guy eating a tiny little salad for lunch, or, starting to make fun of you. But what happens, and this happens almost every single time, I've seen this dozens and dozens of times with clients over the years, that joking and poking fun and insecurity shifts over time. The more you're consistent with it, the more you prove that this is a lifestyle and this is the habits you actually want to establish for yourself, and not just some fad diet or some temporary period of going to the gym. The more months that pass by, the more years that pass by, those jokes stop, because you've proven that this is your life and this is a lifestyle and habits that you are really committed to. And I'd say more than half the time, 50% or more of the time, those people who were poking fun at you, after a few years, I'm talking about after 2, 3, 4 years, often ask you for help when they're ready to make a change themselves. They've seen that you've successfully done this and made it a lifestyle and made really good progress, and they actually will often ask you for help or guidance on what they should do. My point in sharing this, because I've had this conversation with so many clients over the years, I hope it's helpful to you as well, is to help set your expectations. If you're someone who is very much out of shape, has a lot of weight to lose, and you really need to turn your health and your fitness around, you need to expect that this is part of the journey. This resistance from the people that you're closest to in life is a big part of why people often quit or don't stick with it too long. But if you know in advance to expect it and you can brace for it, and then it happens, it's less likely to knock you off your path. So you're going to have to be different. If you want to be in great shape, if you want to be a healthy weight, if you want to be fit and defined and muscular, you're going to have to be different than the vast majority of people in your life and in America in general. And that's okay. You have to accept that, and you have to prepare yourself mentally for that. You're going to be different. If you found this video helpful or it resonates with you, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you've experienced this before in your life, or friends or family or coworkers have poked fun at you or have made comments like this because you were going to work out instead of going to the bar, or because you were eating healthy instead of indulging in tons and tons of cheat meals or fast food. And we can support each other down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And if you found this helpful, consider joining my email list, which is down below in the description. There's thousands of other motivated men who are serious about their fitness on that list, where I send free tips right to your email every single week. Only tips that I think will genuinely be helpful and practical on your journey. So thank you so much for watching. I'll leave the next video for you right up here, and I will catch you over there.